Mike's squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to a city immortalized in song, Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, and home to the Western Michigan Broncos. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, it becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Washington. That's reeled in. It's Manning. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Quick completion on the out. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
And the Terrapins have it in scoring position on first and goal. Big guy smells it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Terrapins!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Making side adjustments here. Jones wants to throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Broncos are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He might want another play. Jones to throw. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air on first down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Off play action on first down. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Jones wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Creates a little room. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The Broncos come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Broncos lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Jones to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Maryland! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll ride his man on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
To the air, it's Washington. He's got it on the move. Going for the goal line. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Barges ahead. Touchdown, Terrapins! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Western Michigan, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
To the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Finds his tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable, man. He didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 45. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 4 over Stanford. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets the back moving. Jones wants to throw it. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Western Michigan, 0.
And the Terps will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And then man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
That's caught. It's Polk. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's McLaurin. At the 45 on his way. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's
breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To throw, it's Washington. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
The give to the back. Pickup of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. And the Terrapins have pushed it inside the 20. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this